I've got to have my say. I've got to have my say. Blake Lively, Taylor Swift. Right. I know a lot of people are kind of like on Taylor Swift's bandwagon, but I think this whole situation has gone to show Blake Lively for the true individual that she is, which is a fucking spiteful, manipulative, controlling, narcissistic bitch, right? And I don't put Taylor Swift in that category at all. She's actually somebody that's got talent, unlike Blake. Like, I kind of feel like Blake as just trying to compare herself and put herself up onto a pedestal that she hasn't earned. She hasn't earned it, and she's pulled her friend down in the most horriblest way. I kind of feel like, I know a lot of people don't really like this whole text message revelation that's come out. The whole calling Baldoni a bitch and getting his violin out after his article about his own experiences with SV, that you know, I kind of feel like that they possibly looked at it as him trying to grasp at straws and gain favour of public perception, which, you know, they also knew that article by the Times was coming out because they were involved in it, obviously, but I kind of feel like I want to stand up for Taylor Swift. I don't think she didn't do anything that any good friend wouldn't do for a friend that they felt was under a predator's um, coercion, which is very much what Blake had done. Blake convinced everybody that Jason was a predator. She lied, she manipulated to multiple people, she tried to pull in lots of big names to kind of intimidate Baldoni, and, you know, good for him for standing up for himself, and thankfully he's had backup financially as well, to keep him kind of going through. But there's no doubt in my mind that Blake and Ryan were trying to like literally just kill this guy's career off, put him in a position financially, cripple him financially, cripple his career, put him in a position that nobody would want to work with him and stuff, in a bid to get him to sell the rights of that movie and any others that he'd brought from Colleen Hoover. That's what it was all about, control. They wanted the rights to that bloody movie, and he refused to sell it to them. So they've gone this big long way to put him in a position and backed him up into a corner where he possibly would feel that he'd have no other alternative choice. Wrong. The truth has come out. And I know right now Taylor Swift is getting a hell of a lot of backlash, but I feel like I want to stand up for her. She was standing up for a friend who had falsely given her information to help with her narrative. But I also commend her for handing those text messages over, knowing full well what was on them and what possibly the outcome might be for them. I will say that in doing so, she had given Justin Baldoni his biggest weapon in the artillery to get back at Blake, because there's no hiding from this. I will notice there's a lot of kind of videos coming out, like trying to almost dissuade you from seeing what's going on. Don't fall for it. Like, please don't ignore this, because this kind of shit's been going on in Hollywood for years. I'm under no illusion that this kind of stuff's been going on for years, and I kind of feel like we need to bring out the true villains of the story, which is Ryan. I think Ryan's the main one in this one, and he's just boosted his missus's ego. And I don't doubt for a moment that Blake isn't a bit of a spoilt bitch as well. And I still stand by what I believe. I believe those two released the videos of Scarlett Johansson's nudity pictures. They had something to do with it. I still believe that to this day. And all of this stuff coming out now goes to show how manipulative these two are. And Scarlett had a narrow escape getting away from that narcissistic arsehole. So please be understanding where Taylor was coming from in all of this. She was supporting a friend who wasn't giving her proper information. She was giving her information that would just fuel the fire, and Taylor was standing by her friend. But yeah, I am just as disappointed as everybody else is with the messages that come out. It really shows her to be it really shows a different light to Taylor Swift. But at the same time, you're as bad as the company you keep, and maybe Blake Lively is company that Taylor Swift shouldn't keep anymore, because she clearly doesn't bring out a nice side to her. So yeah, I'm glad she gave those messages over. I think if anything, that's going to help Justin Baldoni more than anything, to see the manipulation that was going on behind his back, and there clearly was.